Welcome to Dropping In, a podcast of storytelling and interviews with your host, Winter Olympian Mercedes Nickel.
Thank you so much for dropping in on episode 30. I hope to prepare you for the winter season as we dive deep into elite athletes, filmers, photographers, packs. I find out what they're putting in them to help you out this winter. Let me introduce episode 30's guest that we will be dropping in with. This one will not disappoint. The 2002 Winter Olympics sparked her dream for competing at the Olympics. 8 years later, at the young age of 19, she was at her first Winter Olympics on Team Canada's women's hockey team. Now, if you remember those games, you'll know that Team Canada won gold. She's the one who scored both goals in that game. 2-0 win in the gold medal final game versus the United States at the Vancouver 2010 Olympics. She has 2 silver medals from the IIHF Women's World Hockey Championships. In 2018, at those Olympics in Sochi, her second Winter Olympic Games, she scored both the game-tying goal with under a minute left in regulation, as well as the game-winning goal in overtime. She earned her second straight Olympic gold medal. In 2016, she was awarded the Angelina James Bowl Jenna Hefford Memorial Trophy and the CWHL Most Valuable Player Award. In 2018, she led Team Canada to a silver medal at the 2018 Olympic Games in Pyeongchang. This daughter, sister, friend, award winner, world champion, 3-time Olympic medalist is one of the nicest people I know. Let's find out what's in Marie-Philip Poulin's pack. Okay. Well, I did take French immersion until grade 4.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I will try. Marie-Philip Poulin, are you ready to drop in?
I sure am.
Okay, I start with 10 rapid fire questions that you've never seen before. Number 1, where in the world are you today?
In Montreal.
Also, they're never rapid fire. Number 2.
I was ready to go here.
I know. Number 2, how do you recover from a long training session?
Coming back home, sitting, stretching, have a Norma here. So just sitting in those little hair thingy that helps me recover, and just having good food and hydrate pretty well.
Having the Norm attack.
Yes.
Damn, I
best
miss
friend.
that thing. Do you have your own personal
So
one?
good.
Yeah, I would too. Those things are the jam. For those that don't know, it's like this thing you put on your legs and it blows up and it compresses your legs and just flushes everything out. It's absolutely brilliant. Awesome. Number 3, you've been to 3 Winter Olympic Games. Which one is your favorite?
That's a great question. I mean, obviously the first one was pretty special in Vancouver, in Canada, having my whole family with me. I think I couldn't ask for a better start to my Olympic career. But I think like as you grow up, like it's fun. You make friends with other sports and like you can see growing and like you cheer each other on and you feel more comfortable. And obviously the last one in Pyeongchang, I think it was pretty special to be able to celebrate and to cheer each other as a whole group.
I know, me too. I say Vancouver because the mountain athletes are very rarely with the ice athletes. And that was like the one time I was like, this is the best. Rather than like driving the like 3 hours or whatever it is to go see you guys. Yeah. All right. 2010, but all of them I couldn't choose either. Number 4, do you have a favorite snack?
Favorite snack? Good question. To be honest, pretty basic, but a nice peanut butter toast with banana. I think it's pretty standard for an athlete, I feel.
Is it? Because that would be mine, because that's what I brought to Pyeongchang with me, because I knew the food was going to be really bad. And everyone's like, why did you bring bread? I'm like, have you tried the bread here? It's terrible. No offense.
It's a safe bet.
What's that?
I think it's a safe bet.
Yeah, bring your own bread, peanut butter, and honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Number 5, what has it been like training during the pandemic for you?
It's been very different. Obviously, like over the last couple of years, you train in a certain way. You've been used to bars. You've been used to go.
Oh, I
You have
lost you.
to kind of readjust all of it. I think it was good for me in a way
Wait.
that just learning about my body and taking care of it and learning to train differently and not necessarily with bar, taking more yoga, taking care of your body. And I think it's great in that sense. And I think it's been eye opener to not take things for granted. That's for sure.
Okay, you said bar, and I just thought you're going to the bar. What does bar mean?
It's like a Olympic, like Olympic lifting, like with
Oh, okay.
a bar. I know where your head is at.
You always know where my head is at. That's okay. I'm a snowboarder. I get to
Funny.
do that.
I know.
I only became like a gym rat, like probably after my first Olympics, but not during my first Olympics.
Really.
So I love that.
That's
Oh, we go to the
funny.
bar. I miss going to the bar. Oh my God. Okay,
Well, I do for social event, that's for sure.
Amazing. Okay, number 6. Number 6, is there one hockey game that you have played that is the most memorable?
Yes, yes, there is one. Obviously, Sochi. I think that's something that is very memorable in my career. I think not only that we won, but I think just the way it happened. Losing like in the third period, being able to come back and winning that game was quite special. And again, being able to celebrate my teammate and my family was quite special.
And you correct me if I'm wrong. Did you score those goals?
Yeah.
You're like the most humble person. I love it. That's my favorite. I talked to Maya Ricker and I talked to you, and I'm like, you guys are the best because you're so humble and amazing athletes. You're my favorites. No offense to everyone else. You're like, yes, I did score those. Okay. Number 7. Now we're getting serious. What was the last app that you used on your phone?
Instagram.
Perfect. Do you have any
Can I ask yours?
mine was Instagram too.
Okay.
I need to get off of it a little. I'm on it too much. I need to go out
I
in
agree.
nature and not bring my phone. That's like a big goal of mine. Even when I'm on the chairlift, I'm like, oh, I have no one to talk to. I'll just get on my phone. It's so bad. At least when you're playing hockey, you're not on your phone.
And I think that's the best part, to be honest, is just you get to the rink and it's like, you have at least a good 4 hours where you just, you know what, you're here in the moment. And I feel we get so addicted easily that sometimes it's nice to just put it away.
Yeah. Maybe I should just stop bringing my phone on the mountain.
Or start
Okay.
playing hockey.
Oh, I'm a figure skater. I need the pick. I need it.
No, fair enough.
Well, maybe you can teach me. I don't know. I'm not good at it. Okay, number 8. As the Winter Olympics are coming up next year, which happens really fast that we know, how is qualifying going for you guys? Girls.
I mean, it's a different process, obviously. I think for hockey, it's not like individual athletes. Obviously, for us, we've just been training. We have about like 47 players have been training since the last Olympic. We have a big group, and through it all, it's like a process where they're gonna make the team. We have World Championship, whether they're gonna base the decision on. We have camp, so all of it together. At the end of the day, we have the chance also to get centralized, like 28 to 30 players, and they have to cut down to 23. So obviously it's always a process. It's always you have to show up every day to prove yourself. I think that's what makes it fun to be able to surround yourself with great players to push each other and to hopefully make the team.
I remember being in Calgary and you guys it was like our camp right before going to the games, and you guys were there going through the whole process, and I was like, I know how hard it is to qualify for Olympics, but like in a team sport, I have no idea, and mad props to you guys. Like, oh, so hard. But you're going again, I'm sure. And then this is a follow-up
Hopefully.
question. When you guys when you won the Olympics twice, was there anything special that you got the Hockey Canada gave you? Do you guys get rings?
Yeah, we do get a ring.
Like the beefy rings?
Yeah, like a big one.
Like really big. Okay. I was wondering about that. I don't know if I've ever seen yours. Anyways, number 9. Again, a very deep question. Netflix or book?
I would like to say book, but I'm really Netflix.
Okay, and I would also like to say that. What is the latest show that you have been watching?
I watch Lupin.
Lupin. I haven't watched that one
Did
yet.
you watch it?
No, is that good?
Pretty good.
Is it scary? Oh, I lost you.
Like, no, it's not scary, but it's good.
Okay. And then the last question, number 10. What are some other sports that you like to do?
Well, in the summer, like playing golf, it's always fun. I have a road bike as well, going for rides. To be honest, playing any sports, I grew up with just trying to play different sports, and that's how my parents kind of taught me. And I don't know, anything I gets me to move around, I'm up for it.
Yeah, nice. Me too. I like trying new sports because I'm probably terrible at them, and it's a new challenge. I like a good challenge. Okay.
Not sure. Me too. I would like in my life to do one day of every sport, just to see what they go through, like how challenging that would be.
I know.
That would be cool.
I always thought it would be cool for like a normal person that's never been to the Olympics to try all of the Olympic sports and then have them like next to that person that might be racing or competing and just see the difference and be like, this is what a normal person does and this is what an elite athlete does. It would be cool. Hilarious. It would be so funny. Okay, thank you for doing the rapid fire. Now we're going to move on to what the heck you have in that gigantic hockey bag that you take to the ice arena with you. Because it's gigantic.
Oh, that is very big, to be honest, but it's way better than being a goalie. They carry a lot of things that I would not want to carry. It's so heavy. But to be honest, when I go to Hockey Canada camp, like I'm pretty bad. I want to bring everything. Like you should ask the girls. I always have one of the heaviest bags because I just want to carry a lot of shoes because it doesn't fit my suitcase. A lot of sweaters that don't fit my suitcase. Some jackets sometimes. So sometimes the equipment manager are not really happy with me, but that's life. But obviously, usually I bring just my equipment, tapes. To be honest, soap, like for after, flip-flops, running shoes, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, but can you break down the equipment for me? Oh, did I freeze there for a second?
Of course, I would love. No, I got it.
Okay, yeah, break down the equipment because I am not a hockey player, and I have heard of these Jills that I'm supposed to be told about.
Okay. Yes, we do have undergear, which usually I would bring a loop, which is usually long shirt, long pants with socks. Yeah. And some people wear Jills, some people do not. I'm one that does not wear one, so I
that's a cup
every game to not.
Yeah, that's a cup for a girl. And do you just not have padding there?
No, like the pants. No, that would be to cover. Yeah.
we're getting serious. Okay. I mean, but you wear a lot of padding.
Yes, but it's still pretty open. Like with our hockey pants, it's yeah.
Okay. But you opt not to. I think I would opt not to as well. I feel like it would get very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it gets.
Okay, moving on.
moving on. So that would be the undergear. And then you go put probably my shin pads to cover obviously your bottom leg. And
Yeah.
then I would put my socks on top. You put the pants. And then you have skates, obviously. And you have shoulder pads.
Do you bring extra laces?
We're pretty lucky with Hockey Canada. Usually they have extra.
They have everything for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah. So we have shoulder pads, elbow pads, neck guard, jersey, and then helmet and gloves. And a stick, obviously.
And how smelly does your gear get?
To be honest, I like to wash mine. I like to keep it clean.
Yes.
And so, yeah.
To
be honest, there's a big difference between female and guys.
Is the stinky gear
in terms of smell?
They stink. There's stinks. Okay. They just don't clean it. I feel like they just put it in their bag and forget about it. And they're like, oh, I'll put this on. Well, whatever. I'm just going to smell more. Let me speak for all male hockey players right now. No, not at all. Okay, so that's your gear and then you were saying that you put in like extra clothing in your bag. Is that for strictly when you're traveling? And you're like, this doesn't fit, so I'm going to put it in this bag.
Well, sometimes it's just like obviously extra clothes for warm up and cool down, which you have to before games and after games. But usually, let's say we go on a world championship or games, like we have a dress code that we have to dress up for games. So there's dress jacket, like you want to look good, so you want to bring extra gear, you want to bring extra clothing. So so the hockey bag usually have a little bit more space, so I try to shove some in there.
I respect that. I would do the same for sure.
A couple of us usually do that.
And then I noticed that some of the girls wear makeup while they're playing. I never wore makeup while I was snowboarding because I just thought it would just, A, I'm not a makeup kind of girl, and B, I just figured it would just all come off and I'd look like a raccoon. So do you wear makeup playing hockey?
I do not.
You don't?
No.
I respect that. Not that I feel like it's a lot of effort to put makeup on before going to play a sport.
Yeah, it is, but I feel like some of the girls, like their routine, look good, play good, and it's like I feel good thing.
It's a confidence thing. No, I completely respect that. I'm not boo-hooing it, but I would be the one that looked like a raccoon and was just like, no bueno. You don't look good, Mercedes. Get off the ice. Oh my gosh. And what about like snacks and water and everything? Is that supplied by Hockey Canada?
Yeah, we're pretty lucky. Really,
so if I'm on the if I'm on the bench, like, what am I expecting? To just have water shot in my mouth by someone else?
No, we have our bottles under like the bench, and you have your name on it, and you have water and Gatorade.
Water and Gatorade.
Yeah.
Secrets underneath the bench.
That's right.
Nice. Anything else that you want to add that you have in your pack that people might not know about?
To be honest, not really. Like, it's pretty basic. I'm not like a big routine. I like my routine, but I'm not like superstitious. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Pardon my French, but I like to go with the flow. Obviously, sometimes games are different, times are different, so you gotta adapt. But I just try to go with the flow and adapt from there.
Yeah, adapting. That's what everyone's trying to do right now. Amazing. Okay, so some of the takeaways that I have from our quick conversation, that Sochi was a good games. Very fun. You're currently watching Lupin on Netflix, just for the inside scoop. And layers, a lot of layers in that bag, extra shoes, and sans makeup on the ice. But that bag seems to be big and full in any photo that I see of you. So now I know what's in it.
Exactly.
Anything that you want to add
No, just
Get
thank you for having me, to
Oh,
be
well,
honest. It's awesome.
thank you for dropping in. Where can people find you online if they want to check out what you're up to?
Instagram,
Yeah. What's
Twitter,
your Instagram handle?
Poo29.
Poo29, because that's your number.
Like, there you go.
The most humble Canadian athlete I know other than Maëlle Ricker. Thank you so much for dropping in with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for dropping in. You can find all the dropping in episodes on the Dean Blundell Network or on your preferred podcast network, where you can subscribe and not miss an episode.